Google Analytics is one of the most widely used web analytics tools in the world. It is a free platform provided by Google that allows you to collect, measure, and analyze data about the visitors of a website. For any digital marketing professional, knowing how to navigate Google Analytics is an essential skill, as it directly supports everything you have already explored. Understanding your audience, tracking key performance indicators such as traffic, click-through rate, and conversion, and evaluating the effectiveness of your marketing actions. Before diving into the features of Google Analytics, it is important to understand why the demo account is the recommended starting point for beginners. Google provides a free demo account connected to a real e-commerce website, the Google Merchandise Store, which sells Google-branded products online. This demo account gives you access to real, live data without needing to own a website or install any tracking code yourself. It is the safest and most effective way to explore the tool, make mistakes, and learn without any risk. What is Google Analytics and what does it track? Google Analytics works by placing a small piece of code, called a tracking tag, on every page of a website. When a visitor arrives on the site, this code collects information and sends it back to Google Analytics. The data collected includes how many people visited the website and when, where they came from, a search engine, a social media platform, a direct URL, a paid advertisement, etc., which pages they visited and in what order, how long they stayed on the site, whether they completed a specific action, such as making a purchase or filling out a contact form. This data is then organized into reports that you can read and analyze directly in the Google Analytics interface. The current version, Google Analytics 4. It is important to note that Google now operates primarily on Google Analytics 4, which replaced the older version known as Universal Analytics in 2023. Google Analytics 4 uses an event-based data model, meaning every interaction on a website, a page view, a button click, a video play, a form submission, is recorded as an event. This is a significant shift from the older session-based model, and it allows for more flexible and granular tracking of user behavior across both websites and mobile applications. The demo account available through Google is based on Google Analytics 4, so all the concepts described in this course refer to this version. Accessing the demo account. To access the Google Analytics demo account, you need a Google account. A Gmail address will work. You then visit the official Google Analytics demo account page, click on the access link provided by Google, and the demo account is added directly to your Google Analytics dashboard. Once connected, you will see the Google Merchandise Store property and can start exploring all the available reports immediately. This requires no technical setup and no website of your own. The Google Analytics interface. Key areas to know. When you open the Google Analytics demo account, you land on the home screen, which shows a summary of recent activity on the site, the number of users in the last 7 days, the top channels bringing traffic, recent conversions, and more. This overview gives you a quick snapshot of how the site is performing. On the left-hand side, you will find the main navigation menu, which contains several key sections. The most important ones for a beginner are Reports, Explore, and Advertising. The Reports section is divided into several categories. The lifecycle reports follow the journey of users from the moment they discover the site to the moment they make a purchase or complete a goal. The user reports focus on who the visitors are in terms of demographics and technology. Here are the main report categories you will encounter. Acquisition reports. These show you how users find the website. For example, in the demo account, you might see that a large portion of traffic comes from organic search, meaning people typed a query into Google and clicked on a natural result, while another portion comes from paid search, direct visits, or social media. This directly connects to the traffic key performance indicator you studied earlier. Engagement reports. These show what users do once they are on the site. You can see which pages are visited most often, how long people spend on specific pages, and which events are triggered most frequently. For example, you might notice that the page for a specific product, such as a Google-branded backpack, receives many visits but few purchases, which suggests a potential issue with conversion. Monetization reports. These are specific to e-commerce sites and show revenue data, the number of transactions, average purchase value, and the products that generate the most income. In the demo account, you can see exactly which products from the Google Merchandise Store are selling best. Retention reports. These show how many users come back to the site after their first visit. A high retention rate generally indicates that users find value in the site or the brand. User reports. These provide demographic information, age ranges, genders, geographic locations, and technology data, which browser or device users are using. For example, you might discover that a majority of visitors to the Google Merchandise Store are located in the United States and are using a mobile device. Key metrics you will encounter. As you navigate the reports, you will regularly encounter the following metrics. Understanding what each one means is fundamental. Users, the number of distinct individuals who visited the site during a selected period. In Google Analytics 4, this is measured using unique identifiers. Sessions. A session is a group of interactions that a single user performs on a website within a given time frame. One user can generate multiple sessions. For example, if someone visits the Google Merchandise Store on Monday, leaves, and comes back on Wednesday, that counts as 2 sessions from one user. Engaged sessions. A metric specific to Google Analytics 4 that counts sessions where the user was genuinely active, meaning they stayed at least 10 seconds, viewed at least 2 pages, or completed a conversion event. This is more meaningful than simply counting all sessions. Engagement rate. The percentage of sessions that were engaged sessions. A high engagement rate suggests that users are genuinely interested in the content. Events. Any specific interaction recorded by Google Analytics 4. By default, Google Analytics 4 automatically tracks events such as page views, scrolls, outbound clicks, and file downloads. In the demo account, you can see all events that were recorded for the Google Merchandise Store. Conversions. Events that have been marked as particularly important because they represent a business goal. In the demo account, purchases are marked as conversions. The conversion rate is the percentage of users who complete a conversion out of all users. This is the same conversion key performance indicator you already studied in the context of the marketing funnel. Average engagement time. How long, on average, users spend actively interacting with the site. This replaces the older metric of average session duration and is considered more accurate. Understanding the traffic sources in the demo account. One of the most useful exercises when exploring the demo account is to look at the Acquisition Overview report. This report breaks down where users come from using a concept called channel grouping. The main default channels are organic search, visitors who arrived via a non-paid search engine result, direct, visitors who typed the website address directly or whose source could not be identified, paid search, visitors who clicked on a paid advertisement in a search engine, organic social, visitors from social media platforms without paid promotion, paid social, visitors from paid social media advertisements, email, visitors who clicked a link in an email campaign, referral, visitors who arrived via a link on another website. In the Google Merchandise Store demo account, you will typically find that organic search and direct are among the top sources of traffic, which is common for an established brand with strong online visibility. Using date ranges and comparisons. One practical feature in Google Analytics is the ability to select custom date ranges. At the top right of the interface, you can choose to view data for the last 7 days, the last 28 days, the last 90 days, or a completely custom period. You can also compare 2 periods, for example, this month versus last month, to see whether traffic and conversions are improving or declining. This comparison feature is particularly useful when evaluating the impact of a marketing campaign. The Explore section. Beyond standard reports, Google Analytics 4 includes an Explore section that allows you to create custom analyses. One of the most useful exploration types is the funnel exploration, which lets you visualize how users move through a defined sequence of steps, for example, from arriving on the site, to viewing a product page, to adding the product to the cart, to completing a purchase. In the demo account, you can build a funnel for the Google Merchandise Store and immediately see at which step the most users drop off. This is a direct application of the funnel concept and key performance indicators you have already studied. What the demo account allows you to practice. The Google Analytics demo account is valuable not just for reading data, but for developing the habits of a professional analyst. When you open the demo account, you should practice asking specific questions before looking at reports. For example, which channel brought the most engaged users last month? Or what is the conversion rate for mobile users compared to desktop users? Formulating a question first, then finding the answer in the data, is the method used by experienced digital marketers. You should also practice switching between different time periods, comparing metrics, and identifying anomalies, for instance, a sudden drop in traffic on a specific day, or an unusually high conversion rate during a promotional period. Connection to your previous learning. Everything you have explored so far connects directly to what Google Analytics measures. The key performance indicators, traffic, click-through rate, and conversion, are all visible and measurable within Google Analytics reports. The marketing funnel stages you studied, awareness, consideration, conversion, loyalty, map onto the lifecycle reports in Google Analytics 4. The value proposition work you completed helps explain why certain pages have high engagement and others do not. Google Analytics is the professional tool that turns the theoretical concepts of digital marketing into concrete, readable, and actionable data. Learning to use it, even at a basic level, is one of the most immediately applicable skills in this course. By the end of your exploration of the demo account, You should be comfortable identifying where traffic comes from, what users do on the site, which actions count as conversions, and how to compare performance across time periods. These capabilities form the foundation of monitoring and evaluating digital marketing results, which is a core skill for any digital marketing professional.